Hi class, this is Dr. Keating, and I gave you an APA video which is a PDF format, which is really scary. I wanted to just share with you a submission and point out some of the issues that you could be graded against the rubric. The first is in the submission, it does have a title page, and that's great, but the format is not APA as you saw in the APA video, and it has no running header or page number. Again, you won't be graded on these things right now, so if all you can get is a title page formatted like that, that is completely fine. It's just for future submissions. It's new in other classes. You know, the sooner you can get APA down, the better. But for our class, I wanted to point out, the body of the paper. In the body of the paper, it is single-spaced, okay? So it doesn't take that much to make sure a paper is double-spaced. And it doesn't take much to make sure that the headers are correct. And, just to highlight and bold those. So we want to make sure that we get at least to the double-spaced portion of APA. The third thing, though, I really wanted to point out, and this is something that we'll be working together on throughout the semester, is citations. So if you look at the paper, there are no authors cited, and it's usually author and year, okay? So as reviewing this as an instructor, I have no idea of the ideas presented in this paper, if the student really, used a citation or used a reference in which they should cite. And you should always cite when you're borrowing somebody else's ideas, okay? So the reason I say that is because when I go to the references section, there's multiple references listed, but none of them are within the body of the paper. So a good thing for you to really understand is your reference section can be, at this point, 1 or 2 or 3 references, however many you can obtain. It doesn't have to be a long list, but you have a reference section, and you should put them in the paper. So example is if the economic growth involves supply and demand to be a good fit for the consumer. If that was borrowed from, for example, this reference, Battle, okay, it should have a citation within the paper like that. Now, right now, don't worry about, just use author and year or no date, and we'll work together. I'll give you feedback on the appropriate how references should be cited within the paper. A good start is just to get them in the paper so that when you're borrowing other people's ideas, you're giving them credit. So that's really the key learning from this video is, try to do the basics of APA and make sure that if you have references down here, and you should, that you're referring to them within the paper. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.